Live from Fargo and serving you on TV, online, and on the go. This is Valley News Live at 6.
First snow day was really fun, and then after we were on about our third snow day, it got old and the kids were ready to go back to school.
Just like the snow, winter storm days are piling up for schools throughout the valley. While districts plan for some weather-related interruptions, most schools have surpassed their snow days.
And with a chance of another storm on its way, Valley News Team's Maddie Gelseth spoke to a few districts in the valley who told her they have options ready to go.
I hate to think that they would have to go longer than the end of May. I really don't want to see them going into June because it's finally nice outside and we don't want to be sitting in school.
Which is what the West Fargo, Grand Forks, Central Cass, and Moorhead school districts say they hope for too. These districts all have the same options in mind to prevent the last day of school to be in June.
Extending the school day or extending the school year just depends on how much time we have to make up or how much time it's forgiven if the state were to go that route.
Each state requires a minimum amount of hours and days students have to go to school. But snow days affect that, causing students to have to make up those missed hours.
The students have to get enough education to get all their credit, so if they miss too many days, then they need to make it up.
North Dakota Governor Doug Burgum says he will consider waiving weather-related closure days if a school district made every effort to make up that missed time. And Minnesota Governor Tim Walz agrees, saying he trusts Minnesota schools to try to make up snow days that they took.
This winter has been very unique to Fargo in comparison to how many storm days we've had to use and call in the past several years.
The districts I spoke to said they still have to figure out how many more hours they took compared to the built-in snow days they have. They said this will help them decide if they should extend school days or add an extra day to the school year. They said they'll do what makes the most sense. In Fargo, Maddie Gelseth, Valley News Live.
In North Dakota, a waiver application period will open March 1st. This period will allow districts to explain how they tried to make up their snow days and how many snow days they took. This waiver will help Governor Doug Burgum decide on waiving a snow day.
The sunshine was a welcome sight today. As bright as it was, you'd think it would be a little bit warmer out there, at least above zero. And now that the sun's gone down, let's find out about tonight's temps. Hutch?
Thank you, Mike. It was nowhere near zero today, but it did have a nicer feel thanks to the sunshine out there. And we're doing everything we can to stay warm across the valley as we have clear skies and a lot less wind tonight. But that combination allows temperatures to cool off quickly, and that is exactly what we're doing. After highs just warmer than 10 below, we are seeing teens below for most areas with wind chills between 15 and 30 below. It's going to be another difficult night temperature-wise. Wind chill advisory for all of our areas. And here's what you can expect. Early in the overnight hours here, we'll see temperatures very quickly fall to between 20 and 30 below for many. But as we head towards morning, clouds move in. That means we'll warm up. Can't rule out some flakes of snow in that process, but by and large, we'll be about where we are right now. First thing in the morning, that's a little warmer. I'll have details on a warmer weekend, and we'll talk about our snow chances as well in a few minutes.
11 below, and it seems like we're actually gaining ground.
Yeah, we did.
All right, thanks.
Yeah.
With several inches of new snow on the ground, building a snow fort or a tunnel might be on your kids' to-do list for the weekend.
But after one 12-year-old Chicago girl died late last month from a snow fort collapsing on her, Valley News Team's crime and safety reporter Bailey Hurley joins us live now to tell us the do's and don'ts of safe snow fort building. Bailey?
Mike, Andrea, I'm here in that snow tunnel that I made earlier today, and as I was making it, I thought it was pretty safe, and it looked like it was something that other kids in the valley would be making. However, when I talked with a local firefighter today, I found that I did this all wrong.
If you're all the way back and that closes down in front of you, you could have 2 inches of snow in front of you, or you could have 6 feet, depending on how it fell.
Pitt says that if your child is going to make a snow tunnel this weekend, that is better not to build into a snow pile or a snow drift that's as tall as this one. Now, he says it's better to build into a snow drift or a snow pile that's about the same height as your child. He says the best option, though, is to plop down into the snow, dig around you, and build that snow up around your child so that there's absolutely no way that snow can come collapsing down on your child, trapping them and possibly killing them. Reporting live from my snow fort in South Fargo, Bailey Hurley, Valley News Live.
All right, thanks so much, Bailey.
There's been little to no rest for snowplow drivers in the metro area. Since the wind let up, they have been working 10 to 12-hour shifts trying to make your streets safe to travel. As of right now, most residential areas have been plowed, but there's still a lot of work to do. And that's prompting cleanup crews to not only focus on what's left, but also get ready for more heavy and thick snow to come.
We're as prepared as we can be. We try to track the storm and get the timing down and start at the best time and run as long as we can, and then get some crew rest and start all over again.
Moorhead Public Works is advising people not to park in the streets because that makes it difficult for plow drivers to get through. They also say they appreciate everyone's patience during these harsh weather events.
2 blue pills, which were seized by authorities in Jamestown, have turned out to be fentanyl. Police say that the small pills were made to resemble the prescription medication oxycodone. Fentanyl is a synthetic opioid that is 80 to 100 times stronger than morphine. The blue pills are stamped with an M on one side and a 30 on the other. According to police, they say you should call them if you come in contact with pills or may have any information on these drugs.
Over the past couple of weeks, we have dealt with everything from a polar vortex to heavy snowfall, which has some Fargo residents worried about future Red River flooding. But according to the National Weather Service, there's no need to be concerned just yet. As of right now, the recent snowfall increased totals to just above normal for the year. However, our risk of spring flooding remains fairly low because the amount of water in the snow is significantly less than in recent flood years. Our storm team will continue to monitor factors that could change our flood risk, including significant additional snowfall and much warmer weather that could cause a fast melt.
DUI checkpoints have helped to keep drunk drivers off the road, but State Representative Rick Becker of Bismarck wants to end them, saying they're inefficient, and he's got data to back that up. House Bill 1442 would eliminate the checkpoints, and Becker wants to replace them with roving saturation patrols. The bill got a 12-2 do-pass recommendation after Becker cited a study which found for every drunk driver a checkpoint gets off the street, a roving patrol can take off 3 drivers.
North Dakota lawmakers are looking at a bill to ban cities and counties from setting a minimum wage higher than the state's level. The state's minimum wage is $7.25 per hour. There's nothing in the bill preventing businesses from paying above that number, which supporters say lets the free market work. But people against the bill say this and similar bills continue to encroach on local control.
Let the market decide what they're worth. And that's truly what we believe needs to happen, and that's why we'd support a bill like this, because no one knows their business better than a business person.
Only Georgia and Wyoming have lower minimum wages than North Dakota.
Following the Bison's 7th FCS national title in 8 years, the football team will be honored at the nation's capital. U.S. Senator John Hoeven of North Dakota and the president discussed honoring the team, and today the president extended an invitation.
Just a great program, great young people representing our state so well, and we really appreciate them. And I have to say, go Bison!
NDSU head coach Matt Entz is excited for this extra special invitation. Our sports director Beth Houle has some details on that later on Valley News Live at 6.